So yeah, we've just come out of Molineux for the last time this season, and you know we're actually in our tops, no freezing. The weather's been lovely. Can't say same about the performance. We've lost 3-1 to Inform Crystal Palace, and the Eagles literally have took off and took us with them.
Yeah, birds of prey. I mean, they came and they picked us off. Basically, we had no chance in the first half as such. And the defence, I don't think they even turned up, did they? You can't win games when you, which we've always said, passing it backwards and forwards, side to side. Be all right at five aside, because it used the short end of the pitch, like. But at that, there's no way you're going to get goals when you're just fannying about at the back and you're not getting the long balls in and people in the. They're not even running into the box when the balls are coming forward. So what are you going to do?
Not happy. Not happy.
No.
Magic, how are you feeling about that? Yeah, last time you were here, you were ranting about VAR maybe not coming back. You mate, you're here.
They huffed and they puffed, but
they didn't blow any house down.
They didn't blow a house down. They remind me a little bit of Glen Hoddle's team when they used to move from back to back and back to back. You got to get to the back of the net, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they showed us how to do it. I hope they took notice of what Crystal Palace had done.
They did. I mean, you know, Crystal Palace.
We scored a goal, and then they went to sleep again.
Well, yeah. The Crystal Palace, they're in absolute. Since they changed the manager, they've been in such great form. I mean, they've been scoring goals. Elise and Eze, they just link up so well. They're a team full of confidence. They're a team reinvigorated. And to be honest, we were second best to them pretty much all over the fight. You can't say that they didn't deserve the victory because. You know, they did.
Quicker on the ball, David, to Wolves. I don't know what it is, but they seemed to more go about them than Wolves. I mean, Wolves did have a go, but they just were there. I don't know.
Well, we had more possession, but we didn't do much with it. And like the story of the game is, the first sort of 20 minutes, we kind of, we had control of the game in terms of possession, but we never really threatened.
Yeah, we did a good blast off, right?
And then, I'm quite trying to be philosophical. I mean, and then literally, we know that Crystal Palace are going to try and win the ball high up the pitch, and it's the same old mistakes. We lose the ball, and they're in, and they pick us off. The first goal, it's almost a carbon copy of, Haaland's goal from last week. He cuts inside, straight into the same corner. It's way too easy, and then straight after that, literally 2 minutes, they cut us apart again. And it's just way too easy. They could have had more goals. Yeah, we tried and we huffed and we puffed. We hit the bar in the first half, but we never really looked like it looked dangerous really at any point. They always looked like they had another gear, and so it turned out in the second half we came up. He made a change. Obviously, we got a goal.
Late change, that wasn't it? 70 odd minutes change, wasn't it?
He made a change at time.
He did, yeah.
At half time. We weren't really going anywhere. Then we got the goal, which went to a VAR check, was on goal, 2-1. The crowd was really up, and to be honest, the crowd's been great again today. The atmosphere at Molineux has been a lot better this season, and they didn't boo the team or anything like that. But Wang had a really good opportunity just after. I think the keeper just got a nick. The defender just got a nick to it, missed it, and then it's almost like Crystal Palace says, "You know what? We'll just go up another couple of gears," and they cut through us, and it's just way too easy. We thought we got a penalty, but it weren't, just outside the area. That might have made it interesting, but it stayed at 3-1, and they've got a player sent off, and we never really threatened after that.
Wang was calling for the ball. Put the ball where I can do something with it, to be fair to him, but they weren't actually feeding him any in. So wherever he was, they weren't getting the balls until that one shot at goal and went by him.
Exactly. And look, at the end of the day, we're safe. We're in the Premier League. The thing that's disappointing for me, we need the money in the summer, and Crystal Palace have come from nowhere, gone past us, and every position in the table's worth about $2.5 million, and we could do with that money. And unfortunately, they've taken it from us, and we've got to go to Anfield next week, and Klopp's last hurrah, shall we say. But very disappointing in terms of how it's ended this season. but positive compared to where we were when it was starting and how we finished. But like the last 10 games have just not been good enough. So we're going to be doing our Parkside Dental moment that made you smile first today, Dad. What are you going with that? Before we get to man of the match and everything.
Keisha.
Can you speak up?
A lady called Keisha.
Okay, a lady called Keisha in the fan park.
Yeah, Van Park, yeah.
Put a smile on your face. Yeah. Your Parkside Dental moment that made you smile?
I got to Morris's and he says, I've got a leak. Can you repair my leak? So we repaired the leak. Then we went and did some shopping, and then we come to the match. But we spent some time together, so it's all right.
We spent some time together. What's mine?
Well said, sir.
What's my moment that made me smile? Do you know what? Today it's just the sun. We've come to the match and it's a nice day. We're not freezing. We're just in our top. So that's it. Your LEAMORE Windows man of the match and why?
I ain't got one.
You have got one. Do you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, come back to me, yeah.
LEAMORE Windows man of the match and why?
Silence.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who would you say?
You want me to go first?
You go first, and then we'll see if we agree with you.
All right, I have actually got one. Like these two are struggling, but I'm going to give it to Joe Gomez. I thought Joe Gomez had was definitely the man of the match for me. It's hard to pick anyone else. I'm going with him. Who are you going with?
Oh, we'll go with him and get a threesome because he'll go with him as well.
Go with Gomez?
Yeah, we could go.
Is that because I said it? Right, okay.
No, that's because we can't think of anybody else.
That's fair enough. Right, Dad, your Fox at Shipley performance rating?
5.
It's a 5.
5, yeah.
Just a 5.
But they tried, Davey, but they just ain't got nobody to score goals at the moment.
A 5.
They upped and they puffed and
Didn't blow the house.
You know, yeah.
Puffed and puffed.
Now he's walking back and forwards. You got to get back of the net.
Anyway, 5. What about you?
Defensively, about a 3. And the rest of it, say 5. So overall, 4.
Am I going to go with the 5? Am I going to go with the 4? I'm going to go with the 4. I'm going to go with the 4. I don't think you can give it much more than that. Okay, I got a point for getting on the pitch, a point for scoring. Interesting that Bentley got subbed out before the start with because Sarr was in the starting lineup. Obviously, he was ill, but he must have been ill in the last sort of hour, so that was a bit strange.
They got sick before the match. We got sick after it.
That is the line of the day. Sick before the match, sick after it. Listen, we've lost the game. We've got one more to go. It is absolutely clear as crystal. They have to make sure we invest in this team. Yeah. There's a player that we've missed over the last 10 games, Craig Dawson. He's 30-something. Obviously, he's had a groin injury. He's had the operation. We've missed leadership at the back. And I don't mean to get Kilman because, he's a top lad. He's skillful and what have you. But, I'm not sure.
Is he captain
material? He's captain, but is he?
No, is he captain material? Probably somebody could be better. Somebody to lead a bit more. He seems to be a bit too laid back.
He need vocal, the Cody and stuff.
Was it Cody?
Yeah, we had Cody and stuff. It's interesting because literally, we're missing him, and defensively, since he's not been there, we've not been there, and it's disappointing. The player of the season stuff's been getting out. It was great to see Nelson Semedo get players player and Mario Lamina the supporters player, so that's great. They did a laugh of honour, check that out. But yeah, our last time at Molineux, we will be at Anfield next week. The match vlog, extra time and all that coming up, and Chelsea unfortunately on the watch along. Well, she's still not got that win, but maybe laughing at Anfield next week, but don't hold your breath. From myself, magic and sensation, always Wolves.